Hey everyone, and welcome to episode number 74 of the Resellers Stew. We got Tonya and Vanessa and me basically sitting on the floor because my chair is like super low. I'm gonna take out my other one because it was like squeaky and it was bothering me because it's like every time I moved. So, but now I'm just like, I feel like a little tiny kid, like I'm at the little kid table. Like my desk is up here, like right here under my chest. So.
Sorry.
That's okay. I muted you. You gotta unmute yourself though, because I muted you. But anyway, how's everybody doing? I was just telling the girls I felt like we haven't been on for like 2 months.
Yeah, I'm doing good. Staying busy. We have my daughter's birthday party this Sunday. She's gonna be turning 10 next week, so we're gonna have that. Her party's Sunday. Her birthday's Wednesday, and then Thursday, my son will be having some surgery. So it's just been crazy busy trying to get everything ready and planning. So I'm busy.
Yeah. Oh. You gotta unmute yourself, Vanessa. I can't unmute you.
Oh,
there you go.
Got it.
Cool.
No, just been busy around here with the kids and the PTA stuff and, eBay and everything else. Life.
I finally got my garage cleaned over the weekend, and I know people that have been watching me, for a while feel like I'm forever cleaning, like because it seems like every time I turn around, I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to reorganize my office, I'm going to reorganize my garage or my shed or my storage, or so over the weekend I actually went through boxes from when we had moved, like totes of stuff from when we had moved, and things that were like kind of got just mixed in from my office. That's why I found those socks that Yvon had sent me for my birthday. I felt so bad. It still had like happy birthday on it, from Yvon, and I was like, oh my gosh. And the little giraffes. If you follow me on Instagram, they're the little giraffe socks and for Malcolm. I mean, they're for me, but they were giraffe.
They're so cute. I remember seeing them.
But yeah, they were like hidden. I guess they had like gotten in between some file folders that I had on my desk, and then I had, I guess, taken the whole stack and just put it in a plastic tote. So they were in the middle of these file folders, and I found all kinds of stuff this weekend, like Starbucks gift cards, and I found 2 checks.
Oh my gosh!
I found 2 checks. One was from the post office, and the other one was from I think FedEx.
Can you still cash them?
Yeah.
Okay.
I did find some checks that I couldn't cash. Like they were like 2 years old.
Oh no.
And they're like, oh, you have to cash this within 90 days or whatever. And I was like, I think 2015's gone. So it was from a recall, or those checks you get from class action lawsuits.
Oh, okay.
And I guess because they send them out at random, to just whatever address, they're only good for like 3 months.
Yeah.
And then, because otherwise all the money would be gone, and then the people just threw them in the trash can and the money just didn't go anywhere. So they put an expiration date on it. At least they get to keep the money or get some of the money back.
Yeah, that's pretty smart, really.
Yeah. So anyway, my garage is all organized now, and a desk that had been sitting in my living room against the wall for like 2 or 3 weeks is in the garage, so I'm really glad that's out of my living room.
Yes.
But other than that, I'm ready to get to work. And I know I keep saying that, but I'm totally ready to get to work.
Me too. I've been getting a ton of stuff that I need to post, but a lot of clothes. I'm kind of experimenting with clothes. I'm such a Gemini. I go back and forth, I tell you.
Yeah.
Poshmark has me excited about the clothing again, so we'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been cross-posting stuff because now I got to looking at Mercari from the last time that we were talking about Mercari, and I had said that I had totally ignored the whole platform since it started, and then I felt like such a dunce for like, why did I ignore it? This is perfect for the crap that I sell, because their shipping rates are so affordable. Like they do heavily discounted shipping rates. So like the item that I had that weighed 8 pounds, shipping it on Mercari was going to cost $10. Shipping it on eBay was going to cost $28.
Oh gosh, that's significant.
Yeah, it was a huge difference. So plus they only take, I think, 10% or whatever. So it's like 10% and discounted shipping. So,
I'm scared to look at Mercari too. That's all I need to do is get involved in another platform.
The thing about it is they do really well. I've been looking at the clothing section, the shoe section, toys, housewares. I mean, they do pretty well over there, and I can see the Poshers that cross post over on Mercari. And because you can always tell a Poshmark picture, you know, like you can tell it's somebody that does Poshmark because it's got like a vase and like a pair of sunglasses and like a doily
bottle and a book.
Yeah, like random knickknacks and then some shoes.
Yeah. Right.
Going from Poshmark to Mercari is basically almost identical. Like when you're copying and pasting.
Okay.
So it would be really easy, especially because Poshmark and Mercari are both online, like on your computer now. You don't have to do it from the app.
Yeah, I might maybe take a look at it. We'll see.
So it's super easy to copy and paste whenever you're just going from window to window as opposed to from your phone. It just seems so much harder.
Yeah.
And there's always somebody, I haven't looked at the chat, but there's probably somebody in the chat that's going to go, I can copy and paste really easily from my phone. But there's always somebody, it's like, it's a thing for me. And I'm like, it sucks. I can't do it. I should probably go look at the chat, actually.
Yeah, we're getting some comments. They're saying that you sound a little staticky.
Do I? Weird.
Yeah, I noticed it too, but I wasn't sure if it was just me.
Let's see. I can change my microphone. Let me see. I did have to unplug everything before we got started, so it's entirely possible.
Yeah, I tried looking at
How's that? Is that better?
Etsy. Yeah.
Sounds good.
Okay, I think it was actually going through my headset.
Oh, it sounds a lot better, Deb.
And that might be why I was really loud, because I'm really loud anyway. And if it's right here in my mouth, then it's going to be really loud.
It happens.
Sorry, I'm still not a professional, and I've been doing this for 5 years.
I'm pretty sure I'm loud too.
I'm just waiting on the chat to tell me if it's okay.
So, Mercari, does it work like Poshmark too, as far as like the fees go?
It's 10%. It's a flat 10%.
Okay.
Somebody said much better. So.
Yay! Sorry about that, you guys. Sorry.
Yeah, so I tried cross-posting to Etsy, but it doesn't seem as easy as it is with Poshmark. Is that, or is it just me?
Vanessa, I have a video on that you should go watch. Like first I list on eBay, and then I put it on Etsy, and then I put it on Poshmark. So I have all three platforms open at the same time, so I can just like copy and paste.
Okay, I'm gonna watch it then. Yeah, because and my picture came out sideways, so I have one thing on there, and it's sideways, and I'm like, okay, I obviously don't know what I'm doing. I'm gonna go watch it then.
Yeah, figure it out.
Yeah. Yeah. So Etsy, yeah. I mean, it's what's the other one? Poshmark. That was easy to cross post over too.
Yeah, I just looked at your store, and your store looks great.
Oh, thank you. I've sold 3 things on there.
That's awesome.
1 bundle. I've sold 4 things. One of them was a bundle and 2 individual items. So,
that's exciting. So were you excited when you got your first bundle sale? I've never had a bundle sale.
I did. I was like, but it was a bathing suit. It was the same, like the top and the bottom. I had separated them because they're 2 different sizes. So I was like, well, you know, there's always a chance that, and I've sold them separate before on eBay. So I was like, I know it'll work. But yeah, I was excited. I was like, but you know what I did? I shipped it in eBay stuff.
Oh no.
I was like, oh, well, at least it was, I mean, I made sure I put my card in there, my little, thank you card.
And you have to ship it in priority mail stuff? I thought you had to ship it.
No, you don't have to, because eBay,
you did.
Yeah, you mean packing supplies?
Yeah.
Vanessa?
You have to ship it in a priority?
You do. It has to be in a priority mailbox.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Oh, I've done 2 things without it.
Oh, I thought you meant like you use like maybe the eBay.
No, I use my eBay poly mailer on one of them.
Yeah, they all, because they have to go priority mail, and they have to go in priority mail boxes.
The last one I did, my third one, I shipped it in a priority mail box. That's a mailing box, not like a flat rate box.
Yeah, I would go through like the rules on shipping on the FAQs, so that way it gets there on time and stuff. Because I know it has to go priority mail. I know that, right. And then I know it has to go in a priority mail box.
I think the label says priority. Yeah, the label says priority, so it goes priority.
I know. I think it's something about boxes. I don't know. Yeah, I have no idea. I don't sell.
Yeah, it's boxes. Priority mail boxes.
I haven't sold anything on Poshmark.
Oh, well, I have boxes now, so we're good.
You're good to go.
Okay.
Yeah, I like these smaller ones like this. Whenever I ship the jewelry on Poshmark.
That's the one I did. That's the one I used.
Yeah. What size is this? It's a little.
That's just the mailer, right? That's not the flat rate.
No, it's a box.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the VHS box.
Yeah, little box.
Oh, a VHS box?
Yeah, it's a VHS box. Like people are shipping all these VHSs now.
Yeah.
No, there's.
Oh no, that's a flat rate.
No, that's a flat rate. There's one that says
there's another one that's bigger than that.
Hang on, I'll be right back.
That's a little box that isn't a flat rate. That's the small flat rate, but there's another one that's called like a VHS box.
Oh, okay.
And it's bigger.
I have to check that out. I need to order some more boxes anyway. Let me write that down because I
just got a whole bunch.
This is the flat rate. This is the one that you have. And this is the mailer. And it says mailing box right there.
Is that the one that's a little bit bigger than the small flat rate?
Yes. So here's the flat rate box.
I can order some.
Can you see the difference?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Let me get the number. Is it this PS? Is it the PS 00010002? I don't know if that's the box number.
We'll figure it out after.
Yeah, I'll figure it out. Don't worry.
Okay.
Thank you, though.
Pleasure. Right. Sorry.
So, it's a really long process.
We're just like meandering about.
All right, so let's get to what we picked up because it's already like 12:20. But I know y'all said y'all didn't pick up a lot of stuff, but I did. So
I know
for where I lack in sales side, because you have 5 sales and I have like 2 to show, I'll make up for it in haul side.
Oh, evens out.
Yeah, no, because I haven't really been shopping like it seems, but when I go into Austin, if I'm gonna be there, then I go shopping, so, and I go like every week or every 10 days, something like that. So I've picked up some decent stuff. Yesterday I went shopping because I had to drop Malo off in Austin because he left his truck at his friend's on Friday. So I was in South Austin, so I went to Thriftland. I only went to Thriftland, but I was there for like 2 hours and I bought a whole bunch of plush. And I'm gonna do a what's in the bag. I haven't opened up any of the bags.
Yay, that'd be fun.
Yeah, I really want to know what's in there though. But
well, hurry up and do them.
This one wasn't in a bag, and I paid $4.99 for this guy. If you follow me on Instagram, you saw him last night. I posted, but this is what is it? Hang on.
Bambi?
Yeah, it's Bambi, but his name is
is that the one that goes for a lot of money?
Yes.
Yeah. I saw that.
Yeah, they had a bunch of these different North American Bear Company bears.
What's going on with his mouth? Did he eat a bear? It's a bear and a bear?
It's Bambi.
No, it's a costume.
It's a bear and a Bambi costume.
Oh.
Yeah.
They had a whole bunch. They had like probably 6 different ones. I've actually sold one of the North American Bear Company ones before. That was Marilyn Monroe in her little like satin dress. And there was another Marilyn Monroe there that was like polka dotted dress. There was some different dressed up ones, and I kind of looked them up, and they were selling for $20 or $30, and I just really wasn't willing to pay $5 for something that I might sit on for a while. and then it might sell for $20. So I left them there, but I did get this guy who has 2 current listings on eBay. One is at $250, one's at $200. There weren't any solds, and then I went and looked at WorthPoint last night, and they were selling. They had solds for $150, $175, $120. So definitely worth at least $100.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen one like that.
Yeah. So that's exciting.
That's cute.
Yeah. And I picked up, I think, 8 or 9 bags of stuffed animals yesterday.
Wow.
That was a lot.
I know one of them has a dinosaur in it from Manhattan Toy Company that has a listing right now for $129. The most recent sold was $50 plus shipping. So I know it's at least $50.
Yeah. Virginia Miller says, I love your plush videos. And I do too. I can't wait for you to do that video.
I love your plush videos.
Yeah, I'm excited to get back into plush. I just couldn't do it until I had stuff organized enough to be able to sort through things, because otherwise it's just kind of piled up.
Right.
And I didn't have any room for a pile. And then these were weird. I bought 21 packs of these pull-up goodnights. These are
I saw that post.
These are vintage from 1994.
Oh, wow.
And they're the large size for over 65 pounds. And when I looked them up, they seem to sell for $40+ a piece. Let me find them. Let's see, vintage pull up.
Up to how many pounds is it?
Over
pounds?
Over 65.
So that means like it might fit an adult that likes to dress like a baby?
Yeah.
Makes sense.
But there's several packs that are listed. Hang on, let me share. There's several packs that are listed. These are newer than mine.
Oh my
and
gosh.
They're smaller.
Wow.
Now these are bigger packs though. Mine are only 9 and these are 20. But here's a 14 count that's newer than mine. Mine are from 94.
Do they not make that brand anymore? Is that what it is?
They do. They actually do, but I think it's the sizing. Plus vintage anything that has to do with diapers or like feminine hygiene, things like that always sell for a lot more money.
I knew about the maxi pads, like the cocoa and stuff like that.
Yeah, I've sold those before.
I always think about like, are those used for props for movies? You know,
that's what I assume that they are. I always like to assume the best in the world.
Yes,
and I say they're movie props and things like that. But anyway,
the best in the world too.
I bought 21 packs of them for $3 a piece, so $60 I have invested in them. But if they're selling for, I mean, some of them were really high. Like there's one listed right now that's a 14 pack. That's the same year as mine. And I think it's listed for $129. It had 3 watchers on there.
What did WorthPoint say? Did you look at WorthPoint?
I didn't. I don't always check WorthPoint if I can find it on eBay. The only time I look at WorthPoint is like with that bear where it didn't have any recent solds.
Yeah.
And so WorthPoint is really good about trying to find older solds.
Yes.
You know, past the 90-day mark.
I love WorthPoint. I use it every day.
I don't use it very often, but it comes in handy when I need it.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a service that costs? I'm not familiar.
Yeah, it's at $19.99 a month.
Oh, okay.
And
I'll look into it.
Let's see. What was I gonna say? Oh, and then another thing that I picked up yesterday. Now is a really good time for curlers. If you're seeing like the Clairol 20s, the Remington Hot Curlers, or any, like, check your curler section right now because prom is coming up and cheerleading camps and things like that happen during the summer. Cheerleading competitions. And then you also put pageant because they get used in pageants.
Oh, that'd be a good keyword. Yeah.
Yeah. So you always put pageant in your keyword, and then, you know, roller and curler. But anyway, I picked up, let's see. Yesterday, I hadn't seen this particular model before. I've seen these before, but never like this. It's the Conair, and these are called Maxi Bond. But we've all seen these kind of things, these little like curlers like this that go, right. And they only come like in a pack of 9, I think. This is 40 of them. And so I guess that's why it's considered like the professional one. Anyway, I paid $4.99 for them, and they seemed like they were going for $50.
Nice.
I also picked up 3 packs of Clairol 20 hot curlers. They're the ones that have the wax inside, and people really like them because they'll set a nice curl. I actually got them. I ran into Chris Bonafide Hustler's brother, Emerson.
Yeah.
And E-Money. I ran into him while I was there because apparently his gym's next door or something. So I ran into him while I was there, and he was looking at my cart. And this is really funny about other resellers when they were like, oh, you know, there's another reseller there, so they've already got everything. He was not interested in any of the stuff I had in my cart. You know what I mean? Like I had a puzzle. I had 3 things of hot curlers. I had, you know, just a weird disc heater fan thing.
Right.
When I ran into him, I was actually testing a Batman radio. Like he did not care about none of my junk. You know, like, and that's the thing. Like, don't always assume just because there's a reseller there in your section that they're even looking at the same stuff you want. You know.
Yeah, that's so true.
I agree. Because I've been to many meetups, and some of us don't even pick up the same stuff.
No.
Yeah.
Like we're not even looking in the same sections.
No.
There's so much out there.
I've done little, you know, shopping trips with other resellers, and they don't want my junk.
Yeah. And I think you'll find
we're not all interested in the same stuff.
Yeah, like with the guys, they like to pick up the sporting equipment and, you know, the hiking type shoes and the vintage electronics and stuff like that. And all of that is stuff that I probably would never go look for, you know.
Yeah. Pixel Place is asking, how do you ship rollers? You ship them in a box. I used to ship them Smart Post. Smart Post isn't an effective form of shipping anymore. I don't know what they did to their rate, but it's double what it used to be, and it's more than priority. So I am getting SurePost added to my UPS account, which is the same thing as Smart Post, but UPS's version, and they've had it longer than FedEx had Smart Post. So you have to ship in priority at this point. So if they're a small enough box, like if they're Remington tight curls or certain models of the Clairols, you can put them in a regional A box. But other than that, the customer just has to pay the rate. If they want them, they're going to have to pay to get them.
Yeah.
Oh. And that's why it's a good idea on some of those things to do calculated shipping, because customers that are closer, you know, like if I have a customer that's in Oklahoma or Louisiana or Kansas, they can get their product for way cheaper than the person in California. And so if I'm adding on all this extra shipping to do free shipping and I'm calculating it for California, then my price of my item is going to be really thrown off. So that's why I do calculated shipping on larger items, just because your closer customers are going to get a better, more reasonable rate.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. I had some other stuff, but it's already 12:30, so.
Okay, so Connie is asking a question. She says, what do you look for, Deb, when looking for the plush, the tag first, or if it's interesting?
Honestly, I just look if it's interesting. Since I get plush for so cheap, I get it for $3 a bag. And typically what'll make me pick up a bag is, oh, what's that? You know, what's this weird looking thing? Like yesterday I picked up some hand puppets, and there was another thing in there that I don't know what it is, but I think it might be like it had the same colors as Buzz Lightyear, and it might be like a Buzz Lightyear costume. I have no idea.
Yeah.
But it had these little puppets in there, and I had no idea what they were. You can't open the bags, so you just have to kind of guess. And I was just thinking like, okay, they're firemen. Firemen are popular, and they're hand puppets, and they look interesting. For $3, I'll just get them. But come to find out, somebody on Instagram identified them and was like, oh my gosh, if you're going to sell those Melissa and Doug puppets, I want them. So they're actually Melissa and Doug fireman puppets. I haven't even opened the bag, but they identified them for me. But I typically just look for, and there are certain brands that I look for. Like if I see a Manhattan toy one, I'll look that up. Manhattan toy.
Jellycat.
Jellycat. I always just buy Jellycat if I see it.
I never see Jellycat.
And there's a couple other brands, but
you found Jellycat at your thrift.
Yeah.
You found 2 Jellycat at your thrift. The one you suggested, that Goodwill that we went to.
Oh yeah.
Remember that last year?
Mm-hmm. When we went to the meetup, Tonya, and we went to your Goodwill, I found 2 Jellycats there.
Oh, but that wasn't my Goodwill. I very rarely ever go to that area. No.
Oh, I thought that was your Goodwill.
No, I never really go over there. Like, never.
You guys ship,
never mind.
Do you guys do global, like international shipping on your own, or do you use GSP?
I use GSP.
Yeah. Connie's asking, can you use padded flat rate envelopes for global shipping? Yes, you can. You can use it if you're using global shipping program and you're just shipping to Kentucky, you can ship to Kentucky in a padded flat rate. If you're shipping yourself, like you're doing the shipping to that country on your own, you can use a padded flat rate as well. I believe it's $23.50. I think is the rate for priority flat rate padded.
I need to go. Go ahead.
No, that's it.
I was just going to say, I need to go on eBay and look at these Jellycat plushes because I don't know for sure if I would recognize one if I saw one, like, and look at the label and just see, like, is there a theme or is it just all kinds of animals?
All kinds.
All kinds.
I've sold owls. And I bought those in, like at that thrift store I was telling y'all about, over there in Tascasita area. I bought 2 brand new with tag owls.
Awesome.
Yeah, but they also have like a bunny that's real popular, right? Deb?
Jellycat?
Bunny? What bunny? I have a bunny.
Jellycat has a bunny that's like real popular. It's got really long ears.
I can look it up. If that's what we're gonna. Let's see. So that way we don't just leave the.
Yeah.
Open online.
Sorry.
Let's see. Highest price. I guess there's some colored ones and some black ones. Yeah, I guess there are. There are some that are worth more money. And then there's some general.
It's a popular. I don't know if it's worth more, but it's really popular. I've seen it a lot.
Yeah, it's like some of them with the long ears. They're called bashful. Yeah.
And they have like
they have all kinds of different colors, and so it seems like the colored
bottom
ones are more desirable, like purple and blue, and like one's called sherbet where it's like a pink. Those seem to be really like that's where the money's at on those.
Well,
I always just pick up Jellycat in general. I have never had one that didn't sell. Like I sold them all. Some of them took longer than others, but they all sold.
Yeah.
And then Connie was following up on if you weigh the item, if you're shipping it internationally, do you weigh the item if you're using a flat rate? Yes, you have to, because it has to go in your customs form. You have to actually put how much the item weighs. And that just helps with customs because if something is as a certain thing, like if you say, oh, this is a wooden toy or whatever, and then you have it weighted as like way more or way less than that should kind of be, then it kind of triggers in the customs detection system as like a red flag. You know, or if you have something listed as documents, but it's not appropriately packaged, like, they won't even let you print the form if you have it wrong. Okay, so if you have any plush questions, why don't we just leave the plush questions for whenever I do the plush episode, because I can go on for plush for like hours, and we don't have that much time in the stew. Because I see all the plush questions start showing up on the side.
Right.
Okay, so let's go ahead and get into our solds, because we're already up to 12:38, and I feel like I've been talking nonstop for 15 minutes.
It's okay.
Vanessa, you want to go first, or do you want to go first, Tonya?
Either way.
I didn't.
Okay, I have
You got my stuff.
Yeah, I have yours up here, so I'll just bring you up. Okay, and then let me present it. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so those, I always pick up kids' shoes because I really like them. But those I sold for $9.99, and I always charge shipping. And they sold pretty quick. I started to think maybe I should have sold them for a little more, but
yeah, that's a good brand.
Yeah, they I always pick up kids' shoes. I love them.
I think
they're always like a buck or two.
Yeah, I think if you can get kids' shoes for cheap enough, since those smaller sizes like that generally don't get worn very much, they're always in good condition.
Yeah.
Yep.
Plus,
I agree.
People don't really want to pay an excessive amount of money, so if you can find that sweet spot right around $10, you know, because the kid's gonna wear the shoe for like 3 days, and then they have to buy another shoe, you know. So if you can find them cheap enough and like just kind of sweet spot price them, I bet you could really make a big business out of little kid shoes. Like,
I have a lot of them. I'm working on listing them right now.
Plus garage sales. Oh my God, garage sales would be so easy to get a bunch of little kid shoes.
Yes. Yeah, because a lot of people don't want to buy them either. Yep. Like at garage sales, they get overlooked because that's kind of secondary. You're really looking for clothes if you're really shopping garage sales.
All right, and then we got these plates.
I've had those for a while, but it was just unique to me, and I was like, wow, these plates, and they sold for $29.99.
Oh, they're camping plates. Cool. So they're metal plates.
Yeah, they're camping plates.
So they're camping plates. You put cowboy. I can just picture like a big pot of like chili and like a cowboy with his horn on a hog.
But I thought of trail riders. That's why I was like cowboy. I'm from Kansas, so like there's like a big like culture of like Western and all that over there. That's why I thought cowboy.
So how much did you pay for them?
I paid like $2 for all 3 of them.
Oh, nice. You got good money for them because there's 4 listed for like $9.99 or something.
Yeah.
And you got $29 for 3.
For 3. I don't know. Like I was like, you know what? I'm gonna list them for $10 each. And they like made 9 something each. And I was like, somebody's gonna get them. I had them up for a little bit, but I knew somebody would buy them for $30. All
right. And Tonya, I'm going to present you now, so it's just going to show you.
Okay. Right. So I picked up this vintage 1978 Texas Instruments Little Professor calculator at a garage sale for $1, and I sold it for $24.99. Isn't it cute? Did you guys have one of these?
Yes.
I think that's so cute.
I've actually found one before, but it was broken. Like it didn't, the display didn't display properly.
Yeah. And then let's see. This one here, hopefully I'm going to say this right. Mahabas Luxe Classic Leather Slippers. I bought these shoes, I think, for $3, you guys, and they sold for $50. I was so excited. And I think
I've never heard of that brand.
Yeah, and I had best offer on there too.
Like climbing shoes.
Yeah.
Climbing shoes. They have that rubber, like real thick around the toe.
Yeah.
Those are interesting. They're very different.
Yeah, I thought so too. That's why I picked them up. let's see. And then this, I think I did pay up for this. I want to say I paid $10 for this old sterling silver cross pendant, and I received a best offer for $35. So I took that. And let's see, it was just marked MWS 925 Mexico.
So the 925 indicates that it was silver.
Right.
And then what's the MWS? It's just like the maker?
Yeah, the MWS was the maker.
Cool.
Okay.
Okay, you guys, and then it has a couple sales on Poshmark.
Poshmark. Dun-dun-dun.
So these shoes sat on eBay like forever, and I cross-posted them on Poshmark, and it was my very first sale. They sold for $58. And
I love your background on your table outside. That's awesome.
Thanks. I was just trying to do something different.
It's unique.
No, it looks like they're on water.
That's what somebody else said to me. I'm going to have to do that again then. But yeah.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Thanks, y'all. And I picked these up at a garage sale for only $4.
Really?
Yeah. And then I've been kind of experimenting with selling some of my gold online. And then I know my picture looks yellowy. Sometimes my iPhone does that. But yeah, so I sold this 14 karat gold Texas shaped nugget pendant for $149. They didn't even send me an offer or anything. They just paid for it. So I'm hoping that thing gets, I don't know. It's my first time to really ever sell gold online in a long time. And so I just hope I don't have any problems.
Yeah.
And then, I indicated where it was marked. So I took a lot of pictures, and then I weighed it so they could see like how much it weighed, how many grams.
Yeah.
Oh, yay. Super excited.
Awesome. And where did you get that at?
This one, I think I say I paid 10 or 20 for this at a Goodwill, but I can't remember exactly the price I paid for it.
That's cool.
It's funny. Like I've seen some people on Instagram talk about like, hang on, I'm still presenting you. Talk about how like when you first start selling on another platform, how you'll be so excited because you got one sale, and you're like, oh yeah, I sold 30 things over on eBay, but oh my god, I sold something on Etsy. Or I sold 8 merch shirts, and I know I only made $4, but I sold 8 merch shirts. It's so crazy. But yeah, I think when I finally do sell something on Poshmark, I'd probably be really excited too. I'm sure,
right?
Because I thought I had a sale when I sent out the private offers, because I have some Ms. Moo's red strappy sandals. It was one of the very first thing that I listed on Poshmark, but I didn't know what I was doing then. But over time, they've kind of gotten some likes. And so I went ahead and sent out a private offer, and then the lady responded like, oh, how high is the heel? And I was like, oh, it's 2.5 inches. And then she didn't buy them. And I'm like, look, if you ask a question, you have to buy them. Because I had to go to my storage unit. I had to go to my storage unit and measure them.
Oh, I hate it when that happens.
Because I didn't even think about, like measuring the heel. They were just little pump,
Right.
But yeah, I'll be excited. I'm excited I'm so glad I got the garage ready to go and listed, like I can list stuff. I'm ready. I had to have a conversation with my husband last night, and you ladies in the chat know what I was talking about, but he works really, really hard. Right.
Yeah, definitely.
And so yesterday he came home, and for some reason he was just like really frustrated. Like, oops, Tonya actually closed her window. She'll be back. Okay. No, he was just like really frustrated. I guess like because the house wasn't super clean. It's not nasty or anything. It's just cluttered, And so he just seemed really frustrated.
You're a reseller.
Like, what are you doing all day? And blah blah blah. And I was like, well, I went shopping. I went shopping, and I shipped out my stuff, and I did this, and he was just like, I was like, what should I have been doing? And he's like, well, you should have cleaned the house. And I was like, no, I was doing what I do in my day, and And so I was talking to him. He finally got it after he stopped being frustrated. And I explained to him, like, I think you're burning yourself out. And I think you need to realize that your dream of your business, of what you want to do, is not my dream. I'm not responsible for, like, being, like, just because you work super duper hard, then I have to do these things that you want me to do during the day. But then I was also having a secondary conversation yesterday that happened to go into this, where I was talking about how I tried, a mistake that I made was trying to build my business too big. And I fell out of line with what I should be doing in my days. Yes. So now I have these two scenarios that I'm like, okay, I have to fit this back together and basically get back in my lane where I take the time to do the things that I need to do for my house, and I get back to my happy place with my business where I was selling $3,000 a month, but I wasn't working super duper hard. Yeah. And I still had time to do everything else because somewhere along the way, I got really off track. And we've had that discussion before where, like, we seemed like, I don't know, where we're supposed to be building these big businesses, but it almost seems like you're just spinning your wheels because you have all this, like, dead stock inventory, like your death piles, and you just don't have time to really profit anything because you're spending all your money shopping. You don't have time to really do listing. And then the things you do sell, you're just buying more stuff.
Right.
So I don't know if that ramble made any sense, but
yeah,
anyway.
Definitely. Valerie in the chat says that her and her husband have the same conversations too.
Yeah. Yeah. It's definitely a struggle with, you know, trying to balance things, especially when you're dealing with two businesses. I know that a lot of people have a spouse that's working, but to actually have two separate companies doing two entirely different things can be really hard to manage.
Definitely.
But then he keeps wanting to hire somebody to do, like, estimates and stuff, like do the work that I do as an admin. And I'm just like, no. I was like, that's stupid.
Right.
But yeah, so it's just about, I need to find that little balance in there where I'm still maintaining, you know, the important things that I should be doing, and, you know, taking that little time out for my own business and just really getting back to where I was happy, you know, going sourcing, buying some damn stuffed animals and selling my damn coffee makers, you know, like somewhere I got lost along the way.
Yeah.
But, speaking of selling coffee makers, I didn't do my solds, so let me do that real quick. I did. If you follow me on Instagram, you're gonna recognize this machine. This is the Mr. Coffee Cafe Barista that I didn't know how to work, and I did a whole little trilogy or a whole story series on Instagram of me trying to make espresso. But I did, after I got it figured out and then used it for 2 weeks, and I was like, well, I don't need this on my counter. And so I went ahead and listed it on Mercari, and I listed it on eBay, and I kept getting offers on Mercari, but it was for less than I wanted. I had just listed it, so I was holding out, and I ended up selling it on eBay for a best offer of $85. Nice. So I paid, I believe, $6.99 for it. I believe that's what I paid for it. So yeah. And then the other thing I sold this on Friday, was this puzzle I have had for a lifetime. This actually had gotten over, it had been sent to Amazon, and then it got back from Amazon, and I put it on eBay, and then it just kind of sat there. It finally sold for $12.95 plus shipping. So that was my oldie moldy that got out of the way.
Yeah,
it's a cute puzzle though. It's these little gnomes, like it's like a magical elf place. But
puzzles are slow movers for me anyway.
Yeah, this puzzle looks like it's going to be hard to do. It's a lot of yellow, blue, and green.
Yeah, definitely.
I wouldn't be excited to do that puzzle.
I miss the days of having time to sit around and do puzzles.
You know, we do some of them, like we have.
Yeah, I'd love to do puzzles.
Let's see.
Do you see Arlene's question?
Yes. How do you know a disposable diaper bag are vintage? I have no idea. Are you talking about like the ones? I know the old ones that were Peter Rabbit are pretty popular.
Yeah, especially now because Peter Rabbit, they just came out with another movie.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
That's super cute. We went and saw it the other day.
Let me look it up here because I know some of them are definitely, and you can kind of just tell off of the design.
I would imagine the year would be on the package. You don't think so?
I don't think so. I really don't. You have to think they were kind of cheaply constructed. Yeah. Because they were like the diaper bags they sent you from the doctor, like from the hospital with, right?
Yeah, I guess that's true.
I wonder, I'm not finding, here, let me share. Maybe I'm using a wrong keyword, maybe. Because these aren't showing worth much.
Oh my gosh, really? I see those all the time.
Yeah. But I know there's a certain one that definitely sells for a lot of money. But I don't know. Maybe Arlene knows.
Oh, I thought we were still talking about the diapers. That's why, the pull-ups. That's why I said I thought the year was on the package, not the bag.
Oh, no. We're talking about, I thought she was talking about diaper bags. Is she talking about diapers?
Well, let me see.
Maybe I misunderstood.
It says, Deb, how to know disposable diapers are vintage.
Oh, I'm dumb. I'm sorry. It's the date on the package. There's a date on them. They're going to have the copyright. It may not have an actual like date, but they do have copyright on them, and they update it all the time. Plus, this one doesn't have a lot of times you can tell because they don't have a .com.
Oh, yeah. That's a good point.
Yeah. I mean, normally anything prior to like 1998 doesn't typically have a .com.
Yeah.
But these are from 94. There's no .com.
But, Deb, I did enjoy seeing the Peter Rabbit diaper bags. I had no idea they were worth money.
They are. And some of those ones that, like, you got sent home samples, like, from the hospital when you had a baby, they're worth money. I just couldn't think of the keyword of which one it was. Actually, speaking of diaper bags, I picked this up at the Goodwill. This is an Honest Company diaper bag.
Oh, that's nice looking. Looks like leather.
Super nice. No, Honest Company is going to be vegan. So it's actually really good quality fake leather, I believe. Yeah, 100% polyurethane. But I paid $5.99 for it, and I was really surprised. Here, share with you. Honest Company diaper bag. They sell for some really decent money here. Here's one for $55 that was on auction. Here's one that was brand new and sold for $238.
That one looks like yours, right? Except for a different color. This one?
The top one, the one that went for $55.
I'm circling it like you can see what I'm doing.
Yeah, it definitely is similar. I saw the one that I have in the current listings. Oh, here's one. This one went on auction for $27. This one sold $46.
Oh, they make backpacks too.
Backpack diaper bags. So keep an eye out for them because some of these are, typically purses. Here's mine. Isn't that? No. Is that the same one?
What does their logo look like?
It just says The Honest Company.
Okay.
Here, I'll show you. People really like them. This is what's her face? Jessica Alba.
Oh yeah.
It's her brand. The Honest Company.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. Can you see?
Yeah. Okay, cool. I'll be looking for that.
It was just sort of plain, but I knew that stuff was pretty expensive. So I went ahead and looked up the bag, and I was like, oh, well, nicey.
Yeah, it looks expensive.
Oh, cool. This is the line for you to, like, put breast milk.
Yeah, that's nice because you know sometimes the kids things leak out or fall out.
I turned off my phone. Yeah. So I'm excited. I'm ready to get listing. Do you guys have any other questions before we close out for the day? I know there was a lot of plush questions. I am going to do a haul video and you can ask all the plush questions you want. Because like I said, I can go on and on and on about some stuffed animals. There's a jigsaw puzzle competition. Oh my God, I would be so stressed out, like trying to find the pieces. Like, why doesn't this fit? Like,
right?
Lauren says that she found a brand new Rebecca Minkoff diaper bag for $5.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, definitely keep an eye out for diaper bags because like I have a Coach bag that I got long time. I have a whole bunch of Coach bags, but I have my very first one. I actually got when I was working at Dell back in 2003. It was like a prize. And it said it was a tote, but it was actually a diaper bag. Like, and it works really well as a laptop bag.
Yeah.
But so they're definitely multi-purpose. Let's see. Let me scroll up and see if there's any other questions. No. I no see nothing. So, do you have any oh, I wanted to plug because we didn't get a chance to we didn't have a show. I think my internet was down that day. We didn't have a show 2 weeks ago. We were going to talk about Yvon was interviewed on reselling. Oh, yeah. Is it reselling over 40? I'm going to put the link in the description. But was it reselling over 40 or reselling after 40?
I think it's over 40.
Yeah. So there's a new podcast that is just about resellers that are over 40 years old. So anyway, Yvon was I think the first interview, right?
Yeah, reselling over 40.
Yeah. And
Episode
so
2.
Yeah. Oh, she's second. And there's actually some people that I follow on Instagram that were interviewed last week, I believe. Anyway, I'll put the link down below because we didn't get a chance to talk about it before it released, and I felt really bad about that. So definitely. I'll put it in there, and keep in mind anything new is always growing and changing, and that's a really good time to make suggestions because then you get a chance to kind of help mold something new.
Right.
I know sometimes people don't like criticism or whatever, but if it's constructive, I like to see it. You know, I've gotten comments from people saying, "Oh, you don't. You need to present the screen when you're sharing the solds because it's bouncing back and forth by voice, and I can't see what it is." And some people would say, like, "Look, you're getting this for free. Get what you get." You know, but instead, it stuck in my head, and now I really do try to make sure I press that present to everyone button so that the products stay on the screen.
Yeah. And I was going to say, if you guys do go watch Yvon over there on that podcast, be sure and leave a comment. So that'd be good.
They were asking if there's jewelry jars in Austin. Yeah, Savers has jewelry jars.
Yeah, Savers.
Yeah, Savers has jewelry jars that I've seen. I actually bought because I bought it for the auction show. Dwayne's Mothership Products auction show. I bought some jewelry jars just to sell.
Yeah, when I was in Austin last summer and we went, there was a whole bunch of them. Like I'm talking like 10 or 15. There was jewelry jars everywhere.
Yeah, I don't see them all the time, but then I think there's people that just know and like that's what they buy. You know.
I agree.
So. All right. Well, I think that's it. Do you have anything going on that anything exciting coming up that you want to talk about?
Yeah, definitely. So tonight on my channel, Thrifty Treasures, at 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, we're going to have a Poshmark show, and I'm going to have Lauren, Hot Chic Thrift on, and Andy, the Parrot Head Picker, and Lonnie with Garage Flips. So if you guys have any questions about Poshmark, be sure and come hang out with us. And then Thursday, we are actually going to do the Antique Booth Talk with Jen, the Pudgy Picker, and Tam from Tam's Place. So, and that will be on the Pudgy Pickers channel Thursday morning at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. So, love to see you guys there.
Very cool. And I do have everybody's channel links I'll put down in the description below as well. And other than that, I guess we will see you guys next time, hopefully next week. And I'll figure out when I'm going to do this plush haul. I've got to do some shipping. Yes. So if I can get that kicked out pretty quickly, then I'll try to do it this afternoon.
Get that shipping done.
I know. I have Amazon shipping to do. I know I didn't have a lot of sales to show for eBay, but I have I think 16 packages that I have to ship out for Amazon. So.
Oh, that's a lot.
Yeah. Anyway, all right, everybody. Y'all have a really awesome day. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you all again. And that was Amazon again. Anyway, we'll see you all again next time.
17 words. Bye.